Okay, so what's happening right now?
Okay, so right now we're the guys and we're just getting all our kit together. We've got like all our bike bags and bike boxes already, and this is just some of the guys, and there's a few more guys to come. Some of the guys are in Birmingham, they've made their way ready to Doha. There's another group, actually arrived in Baghdad already, and they're making their way down to Basra. Then you've got the Kenyans, and then you've got the team Dubai. They're all going to meet us in Doha, and then we're going to jump on one flight, and then we're going to fill that flight up and get to Basra. So right now what we're doing is we're waiting for the van to arrive. It's a 3.5 ton van, and we're going to load everything into that van, and then we're going to jump into cabs and follow that van to the airport.
While waiting for the van to arrive, spirits were high, and one by one, the brothers started piling in. There was a bit of nervous energy around, but it was more excitement than anything.
People have done their ziyarats before, so they know their ziyarats in and out. People have done cycling before, and so they know how to cycle. We've cycled in France, we've done ziyarats all over the world. However, combining those two together brings, complexity, brings extra enjoyment, brings an epic ride. So there's a lot of nervousness around that. And so we've packed for our ziyarats, we've packed for our cycling, and it's just a matter of just getting out there and just really enjoying it all, I think.
With that said, the van arrived. The excitement started to grow as everyone jumped into action to grab their bike boxes. Brothers were still arriving with smiles on their faces. As the bike boxes piled up, every single person had the task of loading the van. It was amazing to see the pride that these brothers took in caring for their bikes. Old, young, short, tall, every single person helped put the bike boxes away nicely. We then jumped into some cabs and made our way to the airport. We got to Heathrow very shortly, and when we unloaded the van, the pile of suitcases and bike boxes was unbelievable, and it was drawing a lot of attention. The brothers had to pull 2 trolleys and the bikes all the way to check-in. One by one, the rest of the team started showing up to the airport, all met with high fives, hugs and laughter. When we got to the check-in, we were faced with an issue we never thought we'd ever face in our life.
The issue wasn't the power banks, it wasn't the liquids, it wasn't anything else, but it was the tape, the fragile tape. And so we asked, okay, no worries, right? Fragile tape, no problem. But out of curiosity, why is a fragile tape an issue? Is because there's a danger that I might tape someone to the seat. So watch out, guys.
So having safely navigated security, we made our way to the gate and onto the plane ready to take off. And that is where the banter began.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Great, man. You know what? We've been on a few trips together, and it's great, man. That connection straight back in. It's good. The banter started.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of fun.
And we're just gonna have to get used to each other now, the whole trip. We just have to pretend like we like each other the whole trip.
It's a problem for a minute.
Like 2 weeks.
You managed it for a week last
time. It's a bit
time.
forced, but we managed to get through it all. But you know what? It's gonna be new people on this trip, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of them.
After somehow managing not to get kicked off the plane mid-flight, we got to our first destination.
We're at Doha Airport now. We just finished our first leg, and we're going to go over and board our flight for the second leg of the journey. So second leg of the journey is Doha to Basra. We arrive at Basra, and this is the really interesting bit, right? The thing that getting me kind of excited. So we've got the Team Dubai arriving in Doha any moment now. We've got Team Kenya arriving in Doha. We've got Team Birmingham arriving here. So we're Team London 1, we've arrived, and there's Team London 2 that are also arriving. So we're all getting into Doha right now. We're going to board on one flight, and we're going to go to Basra.
As soon as we get together, I think the energy level is going to go straight through the roof. I think we're going to start making noise in this airport because it's a bit quiet right now. It's early morning. But with our energy, trust me, it'll be a bit of a boost.
Looking at these guys, you would have thought that they've known each other for a lifetime. But most of them were actually meeting each other for the first time ever. The group were bonded by 2 things, a common love of cycling and a love for Islam.
So we've just boarded the second plane onto Basra, and we've pretty much got every single cyclist from our group on board, apart from the Canadian brothers who are already there. And This is the beauty of it, okay? What you guys don't realize, you've got to be here, is that the vibe here is absolutely fire, you know? Every single person here is a joker, everyone's having banter, it's just pure jokes. You can actually feel the excitement, the friendship, the bond, the brotherhood here as well. And if I make a prediction right now, you can quote me at the end of this docu-vlog, that the bonds will be a lot stronger on the way back than they are on the way here.
Before the plane even took off, the banter began, not just between themselves, but also with the rest of the passengers, and they were loving it.
We're trying to get Uncle, who's just flown in from New Zealand, to come cycling with us. He says, if I had known, I would have come with you.
Nice.
After being told off by the stewardess that we had to sit down, keep quiet, and get ready for the takeoff, we started our journey to Basra.
We're in Basra right now, and this is Heather, our Basra contact, wearing a lovely t-shirt. Look at all the logos on the t-shirt. Evolve, World Sim, Westkin, Lady Fatima Trust. So he's hugging everyone, and there's two gentlemen over here who are representatives of the government who are gonna take us through passport control. So it's really exciting to be here. We're superstars. We're VIPs. So really good.
Once we made it safely through passport control with the help of the government officials, we were met by the local press who wanted to interview us. And we had the best Shah Rukh Khan for the interview, our very own Imran Iron Legs Mamdani. Having had his Bollywood moment and shining on camera, we made our way out the airport to the coaches and the trucks that were waiting to take us to our hotel. But first we had to load the luggage and the bikes.
Atif, get cracking, buddy. Get it. Tetris. It is Tetris. Just think of it as Tetris.
Clearly, nobody understood what that fragile sticker actually meant. Maybe it was a good thing that Heathrow kept that sticker, because clearly nobody was actually taking any notice of it. Before we even got onto the coach, Brother Raza, or should I say Headmaster Raza, had to take register to make sure we were all there and present.
Zafar! Zuli! Nasir! Zishan!
Present, sir.
As we left the airport, we were greeted by a police escort provided to us by the Iraqi government. The reception that we received was absolutely phenomenal, and it left us breathtaking, and we were humbled by the hospitality. So on the way to the hotel, I had an opportunity to catch up with some of the brothers.
I mean, I find the cycling events really refreshing and quite tranquil, in the sense that you're coming here with the brothers and all you've got is each other to support each other, and there's no worries in the world. And the joy of like doing another cycling ride, you're united and you're bonding together as one. Yeah. And it's fulfilling, and this is going to be a very spiritual ride for us, especially when we're going through all of the towns through Iraq and knowing what's happened in history, that we'll be able to learn and capture.
When you're driving, it's actually a bit too fast. You can go flash past a place, where when you're cycling, I feel like you're grounded, you see it, and you can just pull over and have a look, or you can see people, you can see expressions on their faces. When you're driving, you don't see any of that. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I am a Sunni, and we grew up knowing that Prophet ﷺ is the best of the creation, and his progeny, the Ahl Bayt, are the best of the people. And of course, that endearment is stayed with me, and we always have a huge love and respect for Ahl Bayt. Well, alhamdulillah, I got the news that there was a group of brothers who were going to come to Basra, and from Basra they were going to travel to the holy shrines of Ahl Bayt. And this gave me the opportunity to fulfill a long-held desire to come and pay my respects to Ahl Bayt. It's something that we always wanted to do since my childhood.
make sure when you're taking the video, it actually makes us look like we're going fast.
Yeah.
We need to be looking like we're sweating.
2x, 3x, 5x. Is there a 5x option in that thing?
We can all speed it up in post.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So looking at the roads right now, how are you feeling about the drive? And obviously, these are pretty well-maintained roads.
If this is the road for the entire ride, oh my God, this is so much better than the UK. You'll be here every bloody summer holiday, cycling away. Happy to leave the wife and the kids at home.
That's definitely going to
You need to comment that out, right? We wanted to stay married, right? Make sure you comment that out, okay, please.
Feeling inspired, totally motivated and fired up, we made our way into Basra. And very soon we got to our hotel. The atmosphere was electric. Everyone was buzzing, everybody was excited. They just couldn't wait to get started. As the bikes were being unloaded, everyone headed in with their luggage to get checked in and settled.
This is super important exit instructions.
Yeah. I'm doing.
Bro, your performance in the interview was better.
Thanks.
Salaam. All settled in? Yeah? Are you ready for the party later on?
Of course, man.
Yeah? See, yeah. I've heard you can do a nice little break dance.
Break my leg.
Bro, you're everywhere. You're seriously everywhere, man.
I like to be known.
Known.
In here. I'm just making sure everyone, exactly, I'm just checking the rooms out. Make sure everyone's set.
We've all just literally checked into the hotels, and no one's unpacking, no one's doing this here. But straight away, we're just having a bit of a, joke, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, keep going.
With the jokes out of the way, it was time to build the bikes. Cue the montage. With the bike build in full swing, I got to experience firsthand what it means to be a Desi rider.
Guys, I need a pump. Anyone got a pump?
I need a pump. Give me a pump, please. I need a pump.
I need a pump.
Oh no, I called it first. Pump.
Who's got the pump?
Mine.
Who's got the pump?
Who's got the pump?
No pump. Guys, who's got the pump? No pump. Mohib's got the pump.
Oh, Mohib!
In the bushes as well. In the bushes.
That evening, we decided to take a walk through the streets of Basra, and what we saw astonished us. When we think of Iraq, our minds often go straight to war, destruction and third world conditions. But Basra shattered that image. The town was alive, buzzing with laughter, colour and soul. Families walking together, kids playing in the streets. It was the complete opposite of what the world tells us to expect. And it reminded me, don't believe the headlines, go and see for yourself. With the night getting late, we had to end the day in a typical Desi rider tradition. With all of the naras done, we headed back to the hotel to make sure that our bikes were fully comfortable and also meet the Canadian brothers who had just flown in. But before anything, we had to start with Salah. With Salah completed, we helped the Canadian brothers build their bikes because the next day we had our first ride, a ride around the city of Basra. The next morning, everybody was awake, excited. The executive team in particular were up extremely early, sorting out all of the things that they needed to give to the riders for the trip ahead. Now, I've personally been out on quite a few deployments to different countries, but I've yet to see another executive team work so hard and show so much dedication to the cause as these guys did. With everything ready, it was now time for breakfast, a briefing, and a quick message from Uncle Raza.
Can you please grab your seats?
With breakfast and the briefing out the way, it was time to head out and get ready for the first ride. Some people discussed strategy. Other people did some last-minute checks on their bikes. Some had a bit of a joke and laugh to get ready, whilst others had some strange movements to get them into the zone. And our local cycling stig? Well, let's just say he left the holy trinity of Shabirs baffled. Whilst doing some last-minute checks on the support vehicle, a situation was erupting. Young Zishan thought it would be an amazing idea to challenge Mr. P, our local Ironman, to a face-off to see who can last longest in a plank.
Yeah, when my boy was about a year old, he used to be like laying on top of me like that.
How long are we doing this for?
Oh, whoever loses, man.
There's one.
Whoever gets
up. There's one.
Whoever gets up first.
There's one.
No, you did. Oh. Show your blood, man.
No.
Oh, you got.
Oh.
No, you're playing.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go, man.
As Mr. P claimed the title of undisputed plank champion, we saw the arrival of ministers and the media crew to help set us off on our first trip around Basra. As we set off with our police escort, none of us were prepared for the amount of traffic and congestion that we would run into. Slowly and carefully navigating our way through the traffic and just getting used to the road systems in Iraq was an absolute adventure. The streets of Basra had never seen a spectacle like this ever before, and I honestly don't think that they were ready to see 45 cyclists cycling in tandem through their streets. This spectacle caught the attention of everyone. People on the sides of the road and in their cars stopped to video and photograph us. This motivated and inspired the entire team because the realization suddenly sunk in. They were about to attempt a world's first to cycle 600 kilometers through the heat, through the dusty desert, against strong headwinds, to raise £300,000 for charity. The Iraqi government had actually organised a quick sightseeing trip for us, but before we got to our first location, the team wanted to have a quick water break where I was able to catch up with them.
How has it been riding in Iraq right for the first time?
It's different. More traffic, and but it's a good experience.
What's it been like driving in Iraq?
Lovely, very good escort. Can't believe it. Experience of my life. Been cycling for years, but this is a different experience.
How's it been riding in Iraq for the first time?
Absolutely amazing. The roads here are absolutely bloody fantastic. So much better than the UK. The only time we've ever done this in the UK is during COVID. God, I wish it was COVID every single day. This is absolutely amazing.
Refreshed and rehydrated, we set off to the first destination on our sightseeing tour.
Go on, lads! Go on, lads, keep it going, come on! You got this! That's it! MashaAllah, MashaAllah! Nazar na lage! Hi, 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 hi!
As we made our way to the outskirts of Basra, the roads just opened up, the traffic reduced, and the road was the smoothest road you could have ever imagined. Riding gives you an opportunity to really think and look internally, and you know what? Sometimes we have some amazing epiphanies.
Each pedal stroke is a thawab of Hajj and Umrah, inshallah.
Ameen! Oi, subhanallah, majalis, man! Go for it while riding!
As we neared our destination, we had a few near misses.
Come on! Nice little hands! I love it! Oh!
And you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed,
Aji! Yeah! I got it!
With all the stunts over, we arrived at Basra International Stadium, where the governor had organised a very special tour for us. Basra International Stadium is Iraq's largest stadium, seating over 65,000 fans. It was opened in 2013 and its palm-inspired architecture reflects Iraq's heritage and resilience. It's more than just a stadium, it's a symbol of pride, passion and hope for a new era of Iraqi football. After the amazing tour of the stadium and the hospitality shown to us by the governor of Basra, we headed to our second location, the Mosque of Imam Ali.
How are you feeling? Unbelievable. In Basra, riding on a bike, and it's just exhilarating. Really, really amazing. So, an experience you can't forget.
Every single rider was enjoying the ride, the smooth roads, the fresh air. Despite there being so much traffic around them, it never fazed them one bit. Even our police escort got in on the fun.
Bollywood hero. How's it going, Raza? What's happening?
It's going quite well. We've got some good formation going. We're at the Imam Ali Masjid. There's a really great history about it. So it's Zohar time. We're going to do Zohar and Namaz over here. And then maybe chill a little bit. Lots of history in this area. All riders have arrived safely. So I think we're ahead of the game as long as everyone is safe. All right, so you take care, guys. Speak to you soon.
20 miles gone.
And 20 miles left.
How does it feel?
I am not sweating even one drop. Can you see that? Look closely. Not even one drop. This Iraqi weather is amazing. And feel a sense of relief that we're about to pray Dhuhr and Asr and be able to do dua for all our loved ones, inshallah.
We are in the Zubair district. We are south of Basra. This is the mosque of Imam Ali. First, he finished the war in Ma'rakat al-Jamal, and he brought all the army and he prayed here. So they called it, it could be the name. There is two stories saying about it. One, they say in the step, which is he stepped in, as like, you know, one in you, the first step in the right way. And plus the step as in khutbah, it changed to khutwa, which is the convert the name from speech to step. This is how it happened. So there is two stories, but this is the place where Imam Ali prayed after the Jamal battle.
Can you tell me, you know the stone behind you?
Yes.
What is that all about?
Basically, this is the left from the original mosque. This is here, and this is where the Imam Ali asked the people to build it. So this has been built in Imam Ali's time, and basically this is the Manara where the Adhan taking place, and this is the entry of the mosque, and this is the Mihrab and the Qibla direction.
The time spent in Imam Ali's mosque was much needed. It gave everyone an opportunity to sit, to think, to look within, to speak to our King, to speak to our Lord about the deepest secrets that we hold in our heart, to talk to Him about the pain and the hurt that we face and our wants and our desires, and to ask Him to bring us closer to Him. And having looked within, a certain peace was found, a certain happiness, a calmness like no other. Every single one of the Desi Riders crew felt happy, felt calm, felt rejuvenated, some more than others. It was then time to get some ice cream and head back to the hotel.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My voice is not gone. I've not been shouting at people, and it's been amazing. If I could tell you more or why or how, it's amazing. Anyway, right now we are in the primitive town of Basra. Now, we deserve this. We had a really big ride today. In fact, no, we don't deserve this. I think, the Iraqi people have really opened their hands and arms out to us. We did a wonderful ride into a sports stadium. They gave us a tour of the sports stadium. We went to the Imam Ali Masjid, as I said earlier, in an earlier chat. As we were riding two abreast. People were waving at us. Cars were hooting and thumbs up. They could see Karbala written on the back of our jerseys, and they were saying, Karbala, Karbala, are you going to Karbala? And we're like, yeah, we're cycling to Karbala. Children were holding their hands out and high-fiving. People were taking photographs and videos. We stopped at this place where there's a graduation going on. They stopped the graduation. They came to us and started taking photographs with us. I mean, the impact here is amazing. The people over here have never seen anything like this before. And I don't know, they'll never see it again. But what we're doing here is something really great. We're bringing awareness, international eyes into Iraq, raising money for charity, and hopefully we're going to do something great. The money that we have raised and the success we've had on the charity front is because of the wonderful donors that we've got from all over the world. When I look at our page, I can see different currencies there. Okay, normally I'm used to seeing the pound or maybe a dollar, but so many different currencies. Money's coming from all continents, and it's wonderful. I mean, I feel like a bit of a fraud. We're doing something that we love. We're in a country that many of us would love to go to, but we're also able to raise money. So anyway, fast forward, a wonderful ride. We got home and our Canadian brothers were here. So as I mentioned earlier, there's a number of Canadian brothers that was to join us, and they're here, and they're sitting over here with, we've got no barriers here. We've got Canadians, we've got English, we've got East Africans. We're all here, all different types. The Pakistanis, Indians, Iranians, tall, short, light, heavy, slim. We're all here, and you know what? We're all exactly the same, and our objective, what we want to achieve, is exactly the same. Get to Karbala, raise money for charity, raise awareness, and we're going to do that. Tomorrow morning, we set off on that big ride, and we're so excited to do that. Thank you for giving us that opportunity.
As everyone settled down and started to chill, I had an opportunity to catch up with my good friend Hussein.
What's happening?
I managed to get in the room. Basically, we did a very long ride, 32 miles today, but it's very tough. So I came home, to the hotel, and I'm sharing a room with a gentleman. I won't mention the name. So he took the key. We had one key, so he took the key off me, and he went in the room. And I went upstairs, knocked for about 10 minutes. So there was no answer. So I thought, okay, I rang everybody, and I rang the person as well 3 times, not picking the phone up. So I went back to the reception, so they gave me a key. Went upstairs, the key wasn't working. Went down again, they gave me a second key, it wasn't working. Then they gave me a master key. Master key means that I can go into any room. Then I go inside, right, and I see this person, the friend of mine, I'm sharing the room with, sleeping. But he's very protective of something. I show the picture. I hope I'm not doing ribat. I'm just gonna show the picture. It's not backbiting, right? So this is the picture. And he didn't wake up. I showered, I did my namaz, and then I went downstairs and he wake up, and he was sleeping, by the way.
As the feast continued, I had an opportunity to catch up with one of our Canadian brothers.
The journey, we started from Toronto, we landed in Istanbul. We had a huge stopover in Istanbul, the flights got delayed twice. Then we finally made it to Baghdad. From Baghdad, we went to Kazmain, and we were very lucky. We were in Kazmain for the wafat of our Imam, and the place was packed with people. There was a lot of ronak there. And then we spent one night in Kazmain. From Kazmain, we drove to Najaf, and we paid our respects to Imam Ali. We were there for one night, and then left early morning. And it's amazing to meet everybody else here, and looking forward to our ride from tomorrow.
Had you met any of these guys before?
I had met him before. I grew up with him. He's my brother, Salim. We grew up together in Mwanza. We studied together in England. And then I finally got rid of him. I split with him. That's a joke. No. Still together. Okay. We still keep in touch. My family in London. And we met up again here today. So we're riding together.
We're going to start the ride tomorrow, right? What are you most excited about? And secondly, what are you most concerned about?
I'm excited about riding together with the whole group. I'm worried about keeping the pace because I know some of the group members are really fast and some of us are really slow. So hopefully we can stay together. And then I heard about the traffic conditions, so I'm worried about the cars as well. But hopefully we should be together. We should all be good together. Okay.
And what would you like to say to all of the donors that have donated money? Alhamdulillah, we're like nearly at £78,000. What would you like to say to them?
A big thank you for your donations. Lady Fatima Trust is a very good cause, and your money is going towards an excellent cause. Okay, and the money donation has made us even better in terms of cycling. Hopefully, we can bike all the way to Karbala. Okay.
Next time on Basra to Karbala, the Iraqi media can't get enough of our Shahrukh Iron Legs Mamdani. On the first night, we stay in the most unique place you can ever imagine. # we'll always have Chabayish. And we know the saying, boys will be boys.